Walk on. Let me see if you're all right here. Okay. I see you in the chat. I don't. it looks like your headphones and your microphone are muted.
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
There you go. How are you?
Doing really good.
Hey, this is a really nice game you guys have here.
I was quite happy to see you enjoying it.
Yeah. From the sound effects to the handling, the gameplay is really smooth. Can you tell me a little bit about you guys? Do you have a few minutes for me?
Yeah, we could do a little interview here. I'm unable to listen to you when your channel is, so
yeah.
Talk to me what you want me to hear. Yeah. So we are a bunch of modders working on a mod for about 10 years, on and off. Right, I've been around 5, and third attempt to make a standalone game off this mod, and we finally found a team that made it work. So most of these guys have been doing this a long time, right? So we have over 50 years combined experience working on games for free. This specific genre, right? Really engaging, arcade, somewhat realistic FPS, PvP, large scale. That's what we do. That's what we know. That's what we brought to the table.
Well, it plays very smoothly, and I mean, for an alpha, it plays really smoothly. What are your guys' focus now that you've got this bad boy out? What's the focus for the game right now? What are you guys looking at? What's the large picture for this game, or I guess short term and long term goals? What are you guys what's on the roadmap for you?
Short term is to put in a semi-custom anti-cheat, and then expand the number of servers available to communities such as yourself. Quite honestly, we were not ready for the response. So over the next week and a half, I'm bringing in a bunch of people who do what you do, where community has been around a long time. They can properly admin servers. And then after that, vehicles are going to be coming. Which is going right. So what you're seeing now, we're really good at infantry gameplay, except that doesn't include, like, you see these maps are pretty large, right? Because we're building them for the vehicles. If anyone jumps onto like our store or website or joinsquad.com, you can see all the vehicles I've already made. We're just working on the netcode implementation.
Gotcha. Now maybe you can help me out here, because I'm starting to get the hang of it, starting to understand it now. How do I know what my goal is for the map that I'm on? Like right now I'm looking at the map and I see purple shields, and then I see the US flag with a cross on it. I see yellow triangles. Is there a legend that will tell me what those mean?
Yeah, actually, if you look on your screen, you got a question mark towards the top right corner. I'll bring it up at any time. But we have 5 game modes.
So
really are 4. They specifically are asymmetrical and symmetrical warfare.
My squad's on our way
search
back
and
by their
destroy
base and
versus
everything.
a territory control.
Alright, well maybe you should
reverse it, advance
Try to
into
attack
mode.
their
maybe
top
you
So
should be helping your cap.
for us to build
No,
new
we're
game
trying to
modes isn't that
attack the other
difficult.
one.
To actually bring the
Alright,
community
well we need
up
to
to speed and
defend right
explain
now,
it to them takes a little bit
because
of
they're
time.
pushing really fucking hard.
So we're not. For the last 10 years, we were working inside
Squad
the
4, what's
refractor
going on?
engine
What are you
for
guys
Battlefield
doing?
2,
Providing
which
Overwatch,
was
or are you
really
just sitting
restricted
back
what
to
we
your
can do.
reinforcements?
So we
What's
have
up?
this freaking laundry list of all these cool ideas for game modes we've been trying to do, and we're just putting them out one at a time. The one you're looking at now, those purple shields are defend. The double orange triangles are attack. It's real simple, right? You got 2 lines, top and bottom. Go through and take control of each objective. Secure the town or defend the town.
Okay, so for example, my team right now,
What are you guys doing?
my team right now needs to defend the police station, or the whatever this is that I can't really get because there's people all over it, or secure the rooftop house, the brickworks, and the this other one over here. Is that how that works?
That's right. So it stretches out the front line, and then when you start bringing in vehicles, you have supply lines, and then you have people that can ambush the supply lines. This is going to be like, this is a test map for our CQB. It's a
close quarters combat.
Close quarters combat, claustrophobic map, trying to show off how much advances have been in the Unreal Engine for culling stuff you can't see. So we're able to put these really advanced maps together and make this. What you're seeing now for this map is about 1/5 of how large this town's going to be in a couple months.
Oh wow! So it's going to be bigger.
Yeah, this is just guy working on this. It's a part-time job for him for the time being.
Okay.
He's been mapping since Unreal Tournament back in like '99, right? So he's been doing it nonstop since then.
Well, he's been.
So he know
I mean, he's doing a good job so far.
Oh yeah, we absolutely love it. We're bringing in other mappers that have been around a long time, know their stuff inside out, and let them go to town with the art assets our team's been putting together.
Now, let's talk a little bit about progression. I know you don't have a lot of time, and it's Christmas Eve, so I get it, you know, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you making the time for me, you know. Any kind of progression you guys want to implement, or do you want it to be just one of those shooters where you pick a class, you come on in, you learn that class, you handle your business?
We're going with the latter. We just don't see it as being... We're a teamwork-oriented game, which means if you start giving people a reason to become Master Sergeant, Sergeant, Master General, they'll stop playing the objective, they'll stop playing teamwork, and they'll just go after the little whatever ranking system or the extra star next to their name. Doesn't work for us. Never worked in our modding days. And we're going to pretty much, you're an enlisted soldier. Whatever you would be getting from your battalion is what you have available to you in the game. We limit the number of kits, which I guess would be the important part here, right? We'll allow maybe one sniper for every 10 players on the team, and a limited amount of ARs and grenadiers and medics. Make sure it's balanced. Really important to us, right? Don't want to have 25 snipers on a hill.
No, and that's one thing that, you know, when that was told to me, because I've been getting poked by a lot of people wanting me to check this game out. A lot of people have been on the fence about purchasing it, and, you know, my community is amazing. You know, they look to me to go ahead and you know, make that investment, check out the game. And there were some things that I noticed, you know, right off the bat. The fact that, you know, you guys do have, you know, balanced squads. I think that's amazing because it really forces people to work together. It pushes people out of their comfort zone. You know, oh damn, that sniper role is already filled, so I'm gonna have to grab something else. And you're really pushing people to work together and use communication and tactics over individual skill. You know, and I think that's something that the genre needs. I'm more of an MMO guy, but I am familiar enough with the FPS genre to know that there's not much out there like what you guys are doing right here. And the other thing that I enjoyed was the squad leader position. I mean, that is some badass, you know. That's amazing that, you know, you've got the squad leader who, you know, gives out the orders, but then he can fortify positions and build little things to improve, you know, his team's survivability, and that is just absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. I don't know if you do like party leader when you're raiding in your MMOs, right?
I do. I'm usually a large scale PvP operations leader. So this is not too far.
What I'm trying to do
absolutely
inside a milsim realism type of FPS.
Absolutely.
But we're trying to bring all those communication that's available that you haven't seen in a long time in a game and just give it to you immediately with a lot of pull to work in the squad and a lot of hurdles if you want to go lone wolf. It's still possible to be a lone wolf. That's your thing, but you're not going to have the same experience. And yeah, we've been working at this for like 10 years to bring together this old mod that really pushed teamwork, and we've just pulled everything we could and gave it to you day one. Like, you don't have to go get a plugin for your TeamSpeak. You don't have to join a community. You don't have to be part of a website. We don't have to whitelist servers right now. You just join and you're ready to go. And that's part of the magic, right?
It is. You know, the fact that I was able to jump into the game, and, you know, I'm still lost, but I was lost when I jumped in there, and thankfully to the people in the channel, they were explaining to me how to do it, and, you know, I started feeling more comfortable with it. But so with the classes right now, are you guys satisfied with all of the, you know, I guess I would call it classes.
They're kit loadouts for the infantry squad. Yeah, there's more coming. We have a breacher class, which will be like a combat engineer / the guy who shotguns the doors open.
I love it.
We have you know, pilots and the armor squad kits, and we will definitely increase the number of DMR roles somehow, but they won't be snipers. It'll be a lower magnification, so you'll not be able to sit on the hill. We'll keep pushing stuff out. We have more weapons in store we haven't shown off yet, which will allow us to put out more kits.
Amazing. I heard somewhere along the lines, chopper. I heard a
indeed. definitely going to go. Vehicles will be in soon. Choppers up to attack choppers. We don't want to put in like jets because we don't want to have jets going like 30 miles per hour over the top of the. Because we don't know how to do it with inside the small confines of what we're doing. But
Right.
you'll
It wouldn't
definitely
make much
see
sense.
Blackhawks and then like in the future transport choppers. We do logistics, right? So right now you're able to place that radio down immediately. And
Yeah.
soon we're going to have a whole logistics supply line. So you're going to have to either drive or fly out your supply crates to be able to build a spawn point.
Wow.
Increases the complexity of the game, makes it much more fun. So guys who don't, you play MMOs, right? You always have the healer class or the support classes. There's going to be a lot of roles in our game where you could be a helo pilot or a transport pilot or a guy who drives logistics or repairs armor. So you don't have, and even the medic class, right? You don't have to be that guy on point. You don't have to be the guy in the firefight, and you can have a good time contributing with your group of friends when you're playing the game.
I mean, so basically, what you're creating here is a simulation of a real action battlefield and the supply line that supports it. All of the aspects of being a combat element. Because how many squads can you max in this game? How many squads could you have?
I think right now we have 9 as a max.
So you're talking about
people on a team.
So you're talking about, you said 10 people. So you're talking about 90 people. You're talking about, I'm a little foggy. It's been a while, but you're talking about a company size element versus another company size element. These battles can last, or it seems like these battles can last a long time here, and that's a good thing. It's actually it's almost as if you're going into an engagement rather than a match. And I like how that feels. I like that I don't feel like I'm going into a 15-minute match. Get the most kills, get the most points. There's strategy, there's tactics, there's depth to this. And like you just said, you don't have to be that guy on the front line. It's not all about that. It's about the support that the game offers as well. And I mean, I think you guys are doing that well for an alpha. The one of the concerns that's come up in the chat is the price point. I guess some people feel it might be a little expensive for an alpha. Now, obviously, I understand the fact that you guys have to make money. I'm sure you guys have invested God knows how much money into this thing. Do you guys plan on offering any kind of deals or anything like that to get people's foot in the door, or do you guys feel pretty comfortable at the price point as it is?
We are comfortable where we're at with the price point, and we will probably have some sale in 2016 after the vehicles are in the game and people can see it and touch it and understand that we're not going to flop, right?
Right.
I bought Daisy standalone on day one.
I gotcha. I understand. I understand.
Yeah, so we are also going to open this up to modding. Our mod lasted 10 years in the Battlefield 2 and moved over to Arma 2, Arma 3. And we expect to see the mod scene inside the tactical realism side of the Unreal Engine mod scene to continue for years.
Wow.
We will continue to provide updates a la what the guys in Poland did for Witcher 2, Witcher 3. So, no DLC packages unless we do a major update, like what the Red Orchestra 2 guys did for Rising Storm, right? That was an entire new theater.
Right.
So unless we go that big, we'll probably provide most of this stuff free. That's why we're charging the number up front. We have a long history, and if you don't want to join us right now, we're cool with that. We're doing all right, and we're going to make sure we do this right as compared to like doing this, selling 400,000 copies to every 12-year-old we can find. If you want to come in now, join us. Otherwise, wait. We're happy either way.
No, it's refreshing to be encounter a developer that is so confident in their product and so confident in what they're doing that it's refreshing to hear that. It's like, look, we know what we have, we know what we're capable of, and we know where we're going to be. So join us now if you want to, or feel free to wait until you see something maybe more flesh and bone or more polished. If I may ask, where are we with the graphics right now? The sounds are amazing. The graphics aren't bad to me at all, but I'm just curious, is this kind of the final pass on the graphics, or are you guys planning on upping that a little bit?
Real soon we have Simul True Sky, which is the top of the line environmental and sky program in the world, basically right now for video games coming into the game. So you're going to see everything related to real-time, real-world climate conditions in the location of the map, the actual like geographic location, lat and longitude, in the game. So if it's raining where that map's located, it's going to be raining in game.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a whole bunch more artwork coming out. The engine's still evolving how it does some of the texture stuff, so it's coming. We're just entering now. If you played the forest map, the one where you were stuck on the bridge, that's our first map in Eastern Europe. So that entire biome and everything else you need to make an Eastern European map is still on its way in. So there's more coming. Yeah.
Now, my final question would be, okay, so the squad management is absolutely amazing. Now, obviously you've got the squad element, the platoon element, and then the company element in a military unit. Is there something to bring these squads together? Like, for example, do you plan on having a platoon leader position where that platoon leader may have a more tactical role in things, an ability to kind of coordinate the squads a little bit, give the squads a little bit of a direction? Because right now, what I did see briefly was that you've got squad leaders that they didn't even know they were in the squad leader position. They're like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Do you guys plan on keeping things on the squad level and letting them kind of run amok in the chaos, or do you plan on implementing a form of a platoon leadership position, someone to run those squads? And yeah.
Yeah, so we have had in our mods and will continue to add commander roles in. We have a lot more options now. We might actually end up with 2 commander roles, so you can split the team in half. And then even on the smaller side, inside a squad, we're soon to implement a fire team. So you can split your 9-man squad into a group of 4 and a group of 5. With the fire team leader being able to do whatever they want, make their own mark, call out their own targets, etc.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely will go commander role. You will have a whole bunch of stuff we've seen. We've all been playing these games a long time. We have a long list of what a commander can do. And we're going to balance it out. Off-screen artillery, maybe a supply drop, drones, the whole thing, right? Anything you can think of, we can do.
Okay. All right. I'm excited. I really am, because there's really, and of course my community will correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, there's only one game that gives the level of depth that you guys are talking about achieving, and that's PlanetSide 2 right now.
Yeah, so I've put a lot of hours of PlanetSide 2. Sergeant Ross has put in 3 100 battle rank characters in PlanetSide. Roy Awesome runs the PlanetSide 2 Reddit community. He's one of our devs. So we love that game. So you'll see a lot of that kind of stuff in the game.
Well, I'm glad I made the purchase then. I am definitely glad that I made the purchase. Now, I don't know. I'm not really good at server management or anything like that, but if you guys set me up with a server, I will put that bad boy to use, let me tell you. Or however that works, I'll buy one. I don't care. But this is something I definitely want to get involved with. So this is amazing. You guys are familiar with everything that I'm interested in. I've always wanted a game that I could jump into and really play a commander role, really get in there, and because that's what I do. I know you may be new to the stream, but that's what I do. I lead hundreds of people in battle. I played EVE Online for 7 years. My biggest battle was a 5-hour engagement, 300 and some odd people on my side versus the same numbers, and we fought for 5 hours. And that's the kind of thing that I've been looking for. I've been looking for that for years. And so it sounds like you guys are going in that direction. And just to answer a quick concern from Landekian, what he did say was that map that I was on before I cut the game off because the sounds were all in my ear, that map is just a small representation of how big the map is actually going to be. So these maps are going to be pretty sizable, according to Lido here. So really, really excited, for this. But Lido, consider me, keenly interested. And I know I'm not the only, broadcaster on Twitch that's expressed interest, and rightfully so. You guys definitely have ridiculous potential with this game, and I'm just flattered that you came in and took the time on Christmas Eve nonetheless to talk to me and this amazing community. So I really appreciate it. If there's anything you want to say to the people that are here, there's 800 people watching right now, anything at all, feel free, my man.
Oh, I just thank you for bringing me on, and everyone have a happy holiday, healthy new year. Check us out at joinsquad.com, and we're on Steam. Community servers are going to be going up over the next week, so you're going to find a lot of people in a lot of places all over the world to play with. I don't know where your communities are from. Come join us, hang around. It's going to get better from here. And Matt, thank you for bringing me on. It's really cool, man.
No, thank you, man. It's when I see something that screams at me, it's just I got to get involved. So as soon as I saw you were a dev for the game, I said, "Yo, I need to talk to y'all." So but again, Lito, thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas, and hopefully, after Christmas, when you've celebrated your holidays, we can sit down and talk, because I would gladly pay for a server so that my community could play this game. I really would. So
very cool. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
You got it, man. Take care.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.